I think I started here last time where I did like a pose. I still don't know how to begin these things, but hello, my name is Casey Bakamini. This is Collective Tarot, and we're talking about a new moon in Gemini, which I'm very excited about. I'm showing you the Ace of Pentacles because this is the ultimate sign of yes. And instead of, it's funny as I'm flipping through the cards, instead of just telling you what it is that you need to hear, I'm going to show you. So you and I are actually going to have a reading right now. I'm going to give you a reading as if you sat down and were one of my clients. I'm doing this on Zoom, which is very different, and I am going to pretend that you are this client right here. So when I do your collective tarot readings, I pretend like you're a client and this is your chart, and I look at your chart and I tell you what's going on, and then we talk about the things that are happening. As you can see, if you were this chart, your Gemini would be in the 7th house. And that was where your sun sign would be. You'd be a Sagittarius Rising, which is extremely lucky. And when you look at your chart and you see Gemini, you're like, okay, this is your 7th house. This is where this new moon is happening. So this is how I start every one of these readings, where I pull up the astrology and I look at it, and then I plot the moon wherever it is, and then I look at your first house and base my readings off of everything that I see there. And your tarot card, let's see if I can stop the share and then start sharing this. Your tarot card then points to this. So this is the deacon wheel. It's even more complicated than this. This is a very simplified version of like deacons and how this works and how it relates to astrology and tarot. But you can see that you have the 2, 3, 4 of Pentacles in Capricorn here, and the 2s are Jupiter and the 3s are Mars. I know that you've heard me refer to that before. That's what I do. So I'm looking at your birth chart. I'm looking at the deacons. I'm pulling tarot. I'm listening to any guides come through. And that's how the soup gets made in collective tarot. So those are all the things that I'm doing at once. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you. We're going to go along so that you can see what I'm doing. And I'll show you in the tarot card, and then I'll show you in the deacons. And I hope you enjoy it. This is what I do to people's personal charts in my signature reading, which is the Lighthouse reading on my website. I think it is a very effective way of looking at a birth chart and the tarot and working with the new and the full moons. It's actually working with any transit, really. And I just wanted to show you what I do. So we're going to start with Gemini Risings, which I know we started with last time. Sorry, my cat is tracking something. He's on Tiny Panther Patrol. Also, there's a helicopter circling. I don't know what that is, but hopefully everything works out. So we're going to start with Gemini Rising because this is your new moon. And I just decided that's who we're going to start with. So you know that we are currently in Gemini season, right? Because that's where the sun is. So this is where the new moon is also. And this is also where Uranus is for the next 8 years. So we're talking about some big changes and planting some really big seeds of intention as it relates to your identity, as it relates to how people see you, especially because we're probably around your birthday season if you're a Gemini sun. So this is the first time, like anytime we have a new moon in your sign and it's your birthday and your rising sign, you sort of get like a double dip to sort of like reinvent yourself. And so the card that you've got, oh, Jesus Christ. So for Gemini risings, the card that you've got is the Tower reversed. The Tower reversed is, it can be read as a Mars or Uranus card. But basically it's saying like something has fallen, something has broken. There's been some sort of huge thing that has transformed you. And the context for this is the Hanged Man, which is Neptune, which means, yes, it's happened, but like you haven't quite moved on yet. So if you look in the chart, you see that this little guy and this little guy. So everything in astrology is counting by 30 degrees. I've said this at nauseum, but I've never showed you. So this is 0. And then you can also in tarot, right, or excuse me, in astrology, right, left, doesn't matter. It's 30 degrees either way. So sextiles don't just work, clockwise. They work counterclockwise also. So if you count 30, 60, you're now 2 houses over, 60 degrees over from this point. And you're talking about a near sextile, perfectly sextiled Uranus and Neptune, which means you're reinventing the wheel here. This is your chance to sort of like dream a new dream, especially because this is your first house. This is your 11th house of like your social groups. So the way that this is why it takes so long. It's like your chart would go first house, second house, third house, fourth house, fifth house. So what I'm doing when I'm looking at this is I have to figure out where your chart is as if it was turned the way that this chart is. So here, whoop, it would be over here as opposed to looking at it upside down. Autism, it is a gift. So I'm looking at your chart and I'm going, okay, so you are basically rethinking your whole social life, your social groups, who you hang out with, your whole surroundings. Like you have changed, something in your world has really, really changed. And this is saying like, it is time for you to make some pretty big decisions about how this change is going to affect you and start planting new roots of people that you want to be connected with. Like, I don't know who this is for or who needs to hear this, but like, depending on, yeah. So perfect opportunity to use the deacons. Major arcana have to do with either planets or zodiac signs. So like I said, this is Mars or sometimes Uranus. This is Neptune, which is rules Pisces. Mars rules Aries. Uranus rules Aquarius, right? So the Two of Wands, which I just pulled to give you a context, is an Aries card. And I'll show you why it's an Aries card right now. If we look at the deacons here, and you look and you go, okay, where's my Two of Wands? My Two of Wands is here. This relates to Mars. Remember how I said that this could also be the Mars card, and it's in the sign of Aries. And if you go back to your birth chart, this is where Aries is. This is where Neptune is. It is sextiling Uranus, relating to Mars, which is Aries, right? About taking action. And so what this is saying in this chart is if you have something that's pointing to Uranus and Mars, and you're saying that you're on the fence about something, and then you get the Two of Wands, there's some action you have to take. And it's related to Mars, it's related to Taurus in your 12th house, right? Which is your subconscious. You want to build something, right? You want to start taking action, changing your entire social group, changing your entire community, doing something for the collective. Your 11th house is for the collective. And when you're talking about Mars energy, you're talking about Aries, you're talking about branching out, doing something new, completely new. You know that the current structures that are in place are not working, and it's time for you to actually make the decision to do something about it. And it's time for you to find people who will dream that dream with you. That's what the astrology is saying. And it's time for you in this new moon. I know it's taken me a little while to get here, but in this new moon, it's time for you to gather together the people that you need and start being around those kind of people. That is Collective Tarot. All right. So Gemini Risings, I love this for you. I think this is a very good reading. I hope you plant really fruitful seeds. And because it's Gemini season, and Gemini traditionally rules like the Lovers card and the twins, I mean, shit, it's, there's so many different things that are going on right now of like festivities and, if you celebrate Pride, if you celebrate, Pride is truly like a celebration of sexuality. So everybody can celebrate Pride, regardless of whether or not you're part of the LGBTQIA plus community. That plus includes the C's and the H's. So long as you do not hate or oppress the LGBTQI and A's, and all of them in betweens who don't really understand which letter they are, pluses. So just remember that you too can have pride in your gender identity and sexuality. So, yeah, like go out and meet people and start talking about the things that you want to do and start making new friends. Like Aries energy is all about like you're bored, you need a change, you need a drastic change. Go out there and start something new. Okay? Fun times. We're going to go to Cancer risings. Okay, so Cancer risings, this moon is happening in your 12th house. Ace of Swords. So in your 12th house is the house of your subconscious, and it's also like the outer world realms, things unseen. Channing Nicholson. Oh God, no, I can't remember. Channing Nicholas, I believe it is. She talks about this house as like things unseen, that are hidden from you, and I love that analysis because parts of that can also be your subconscious, but it just can be things that are completely outside of your control. And when you have the Ace of Swords here, it's like, this is like legal contracts. This is sort of like cutting things off. This is like a separation of something. Oh, and underneath you have the sun, which is crazy because the sun is Leo. The sun is your second house of like money and abundance and resources and things like this. And to me, when you have like a 12th house sword here, it's like you're cutting off things that are just blocking your sunshine. Like this is a new moon, so it's completely dark outside and you are ruled by the moon because you're a Cancer rising. So it's just like, cut it. Whatever is blocking your joy and your sunshine, you need to just sort of cut it out. You have, as you can see, Venus, Jupiter, and Mercury all conjunct, right, in your sign, in your first house, so much energy. And in the outside world, you have Uranus and now this new moon of things that you can't control and things that you can't change. So it's like, now is the time to sort of, solidify relationships that are working for you, cut off the ones that are not. Where are you expansive? What words do you need to communicate? Gemini is ruled by Mercury. So the fact that Mercury's in your sign, in your first house, has a significant meaning. And the fact that Uranus is there in the outside world, it's just like there are changes and things that are happening that you cannot control. So you need to just speak. So this, you have the 8 of Swords and it's in the contrary, which is a Gemini card. I don't mean to belabor this, but I'm just going to show you. This 8 of Swords here is a Gemini card. And you see how this is Jupiter, right? Jupiter is in your house. It's in your house just for a very short amount of time before it goes into Leo, which is ruled by the sun. It's in your second house of finances. So if you have contracts, if you have opportunities, if you have things and you think that you're like in your head and you're just like, I'll never get them and I'll never make it and I'll always be struggling, and that limitation is in your mind and you're ready to drop it and you're ready to cut it and you're ready to be like, okay, this time for me. Cancer's risings, I think we've had this conversation before. It feels familiar. So heed the advice, okay? Heed the advice. Let it go. I can't sing. If I would, I'd sing that song. Because the song is about sort of like releasing your magic into the world and not being afraid of your power, your feminine power, your ability to like make it snow, cash, like opportunity, money, luxury, like build your ice castle, like make it snow, witch, like do it. Okay. Leo risings. This is happening. Wait, hold on. So that was your 12th house. Oh no. Did I mess up? No, yeah. First house, second house. No, 12th house, 11th house. Yeah, okay. Oh my God. It's going backwards. Oh can be so hard sometimes. So Leo rising, this is happening in your 11th house. Leo risings. Okay, this is happening in your 11th house. And you have the King of Cups. Okay, so you have Uranus that is sitting here, right, with this new moon. Your whole outside world is changing, and it's going to change a lot. So it's weird because the King of Cups is like it relates to Cancer, which is your 12th house. Oh man, I'm doing math. And 12th, 10th, the Pisces, it's your 4th house, right? And your Pisces is your 8th house. Oh my God, that was so difficult. Is that right? 12th, 4th, and 8th? No, that's not right. Yeah, 12th, 4th, and 8th. Yes, 4, 8, 12. Correct. Man, I should stop second guessing myself. Yeah, so you have the King of Cups and then the Knight of Wands. So what this is saying is like, this is the fire horse energy. So when I see this and I see a Leo, rising read, and I see a new moon opportunity in your 11th house, it's like, it's time for you to reach into those relationships that you've cultivated so clearly and like get your fucking cup, like fill your cup. You are on a mission this year, and especially with all of the energy driving into your chart, all of these little guys right here, well, these planets, so Venus, Jupiter, and Mercury, they are marching their way right here. See this little south node? It is marching its way right here. So pretty soon, all of this energy is literally going to be sitting in your first house, and it's going to be go time. So this Venus, this relationships moving into your sign along with Jupiter, along with Mercury, is like, you're going to be on the top of everybody's list. Everybody's going to be talking about you. Everybody wants to get to know you. Everybody's going to want to be close to you. And you see this Pluto that's opposite your rising in your 7th house of relationships. This is a 20-year cycle of you completely changing. So whoever you've been for the last 20 years in your relationship is going through a major, major glow up, because this little node right here is leaving your 8th house. And so meaning all the guides have been with you this whole time, asking you in the south node to look at your money. Mercury ruled. Look at your money, look at your finances, looking at the things that you need to plant and the ways in which you see value in yourself. Well, it's leaving there and it's going into your first house, away from your Virgo, your teacher, your dot all your I's, cross all your T's, into your first house of Leo, which is like, bitch, show me the fucking money. Like, it's time. The time for you to be you in the world is nigh. Yeah. So this is, the war is over. And then this is the Cancer card, which is the 12th house of like, is done. The momentum is going. You are at the head of it. You are moving. You are changing. You are growing. And all of this is moving towards you. So start reaching into your networks. Start connecting to your networks, because it's time for you to make your moves. Okay? Do you know what I'm saying when I say Ote? Does anybody remember Eddie Murphy's impressions of the Little Rascals? Do you know when I say Ote? Well, you should. Okay. This Virgo Risings. Okay. So Virgo Risings, this is your, if that was your 11th, and this is your 10th house. This is your career. This is new seeds in your career house. Haha. Okay. So you have the 7 of Swords reversed. So oh man alive. This is wonderful. This is wonderful. This is oftentimes the card of deception, right? You have started to realize over the course of the nodal cycle that has gone through your first house that like, you're not an imposter. You're worthy. You have a happy ending that's just waiting around the corner. There is light at the end of the tunnel. You see it. You feel it. You are walking towards it. You are walking away from relationships that do not serve you anymore. This is your 8 of Cups. And you're like, actually, you know what? I'm not happy. I'm not happy with my life the way it was. I'm going to walk away. There's 2 additional cups that are left. This isn't the end of my story. There's a happy ending that's just on the horizon. And this Seven of Swords, right? This Seven of Swords, which is your house of work and health, this is the only thing that's holding you back. God damn it. The sun. Do you know this song from Annie? The sun will come out tomorrow. Bet your bottom dollar that tomorrow there'll be sun. You're stuck in a day that's gray and low. Yeah, that I could go on forever. The sun is coming out. In July, your whole fucking game changes. Somebody, somewhere, something, there is like your happy ending. Do you see how there's two individuals there? And do you see how there's children there? Whatever, whoever, whatever. I'm very sing-songy today. Yeah, the nightmare is over. You're not going to be alone. Like, you're not going to be destitute. There's going to be opportunities on the horizon. Like, July. Just like, if you want to freak out a little bit more in June, fine. It's June 10th. You only have 20 more days. Get all of it out right now, Virgo. Get all of it out right now, because I swear to God, July, when it gets to July and those nodes change and Jupiter goes into Leo, fucking game over. It's just going to be so much better, because all of that is going to sextile this Uranus. All of this energy is going to sextile Uranus. You're going to meet people. You're going to expand. You're going to be able to move and communicate, and it's going to be joyous and it's going to be fun. And like, it's just going to be easier, because there's going to be this infusion of like excitement and play and energy and light and growth. And you're going to be able to see how you can participate in it professionally. Okay? If I told you, Virgo Risings, that I knew your soulmate and I could introduce you to them in July, and like, what would you do? Would you be like, but wait, I'm not done. Like, I want you to put out, like, I'm putting this out there right now for all my Virgo Risings and for all my Pisces Risings. Both of you, when we get to your readings, I'm telling you right now, the sun is coming out. It's out. It's already out, but you will feel the warmth. Like, Pisces knows the sun is out. Virgos, the sun is out, and you're going to feel it so warmly and so deeply so soon in your career, especially. Stop. Just, this was a test, and you've passed the test. Of course you have. Okay? Of course you have. Just open your arms and go, I'm deserving of everything, all the love in the world, and it's going to be okay. Because it already is. Okay? It's coming. The sun is coming tomorrow, July. Libra Risings. This is in your 9th house. So, sorry, I don't mean to laugh, but like, I literally just pulled this card for Virgo Risings, and it was like this, and Libra Risings is like this. Okay, so Libra Risings. This is the Gemini card of Mars. Mars is your 8th house. So this is like, you are the luckiest. Like, when it comes to your 8th house, yeah, but this is the 9 of Swords, and the 9 of Swords, I'm sorry. So the 9 of Swords is your 9th house, and you got a Gemini card, and the Gemini card relates to Mars, which is Taurus, in your 8th house. So I mean, I guess what this could be saying, I'm going to pull a clarifying card, and you have the 4 of Wands, which is traditionally associated with Aries, which is your 7th house of relationships. Okay, so what this is saying is that you're so stressed about something, and in that 7th house of stress, it's just like, you have something that you want to take action on, but you feel stuck. You feel very stuck. You're worried about it. It's all very much up here. It's all very much up here, because swords are ideas and thoughts. I mean, look, if you don't know anything about tarot, look at that card. What does that card entail? And if you're a Libra Rising, have you felt like this before? Right. So there's an energetic community and relationship and foundation and place and celebration that is needed to be had, and it takes place in your relationships. You are forming relationships. God, can Libra risings and Gemini risings like find one another? Can you just get on like a chat and just start talking, because you need each other? You're getting the same cards, because this is an Aries card. This is about relationships, and this is your ninth house, right? Your ninth house of like publishing, higher learning, higher purpose, travel, movement. So like whatever you need, Libra rising, whatever it is you want to build or intentions that you want to set about like moving away or traveling or taking action to like make something out into the world, make connections out into the world. That's what you need to do. That's what this energy is pointing to. So this is the Queen of Pentacles reversed, right? So like I said, there was a Mars card in here, which was the Nine of Swords, and Mars is in Taurus right now. So with it, Taurus is in your 8th house, and with it in your 8th house, like in order to activate these relationships, in order to like stop this nightmare, what it's saying to you is like, you need to take one step a day towards building the life that you want, towards taking this idea, this kernel that you have, and like embodying it and bringing it into you, because there's a group of people that are waiting to make it with you. I literally cannot say it any more clear than that. Like that is the reading. You got this, Libra risings. I know you do. Oh, like wake up, stop dreaming about it, start taking slow and deliberate action. Okay. Scorpio risings. This is happening in your 8th house. So come on, little witches. This is your time to tap, just tap it in. Give it a little tapping. Tap-a-roo. I am just with the quotes and references today. So this is happening in your 8th house, which is your house of like the occult and the spirit realm and death, rebirth, and transformation. It is the house traditionally ruled by you. So this is a very good new moon for you to work with, because this is about connections, especially because Gemini rules Mercury. So we have the 7 of Wands here. So this is about protecting your energy. The 7 of Wands is a card that belongs to Leo. It is a Mars card, which is your 7th house of relationships. And so I believe what this is saying is like, oh yeah, we've got the Empress card right there too. So what this is saying is like, you have this interesting opportunity to like really amplify and defend your energy, because you have gifts that are coming to you, like from the realms, from the whatever it is, wherever it's coming from, it's delicious energy. So the Empress is your 7th house of relationships. Remember how I told you the 7 of Wands is a Mars card? Mars is in your 7th house of relationships. In Taurus, Uranus is no longer there. Uranus has now gone into your 8th house. So when you're setting this intention, what I want you to do is this is saying like it, oh man, and I see the 10 of Pentacles reversed. So like this is not, and then the 5 of Pentacles, and this is the Tower card. My God. Okay, and then this is the Judgment card, and this is the King of Pentacles. Okay, so like Jesus, and then I have to stop pulling cards because they're just. But this is what I mean. Like exactly what I'm experiencing right now with this Scorpio of like them just like continuing to give me information. You have to give yourself alone time, because like as a Gemini 8th house, like it's just a lot of energy. It comes your way and you're like, this is a very ADHD thing of like, so much stuff is coming in and it's just like, it's too much and you can't get the message. And it's just like, no. What you have to do is get into your peace, relax, put up some boundaries in your relationship so that you can take action, appropriate action where needed. But like you have, do you know have you ever worked in a restaurant and there's like a ticker tape that just like keeps sending like order after order after order after order, like a kitchen? Like that's what Uranus in your 8th house is going to feel like for the next 8 years. It's going to be like message after message after message after message. And for you to be able to capitalize on them in the way in which they want you to, you have to give yourself peace. You have to give yourself peace. And then people who want your attention, see this clear blue sky, see this clear yellow sky. You have like, this is you fighting them off in the nighttime. This is you sitting pretty in the daytime. So you have to clear, just think of this person as like blocking everything out so that she can sit there. Okay? It's fundamental to your ability to sort of like move past where you are right now without getting the space and the peace you need to like be silent and relax and meditate or do yoga or Pilates or walk or lift weights or however you tap in to the physical realm, right? Or to the ethereal realm, however you tap into the realm, however you listen to your guides and your intuition. Maybe you need to go dunk yourself in a body of water. I'm seeing a lake, if lakes have any meaning to you. I'm also seeing a bathtub for some of you. Get yourself, I almost said get yourself wet. You know what? Fuck it. Get yourself wet, okay? Wet the body, drench the mind, cleanse the body, cleanse the energy, and like get back to your peace. Take a fucking bubble bath, put on a mask, and listen to the things that they want to give you. That is your ritual for this new moon in Gemini. Okay, on Sunday, make a gorgeous, delicious bath for yourself and just open your mind and open your heart, clear out the noise and go, what do you need to tell me? I'm listening. Sagittarius Risings, you lucky son of a gunners. This is in your 7th house of relationships. This is the Libra card. It's the 4 of Swords in the contrary. So this is the Jupiter card. Jupiter, which is currently in your 8th house. So like, remember how I told you were lucky? Okay. I don't oftentimes speak about like motherhood or things like that or like predicting births or anything. But when you get the Libra card and it's the 4 of Swords reverse, which is like something that was dormant now coming out of being dormant, and you have an 8th house in Cancer, which is also where Jupiter is, and also Venus and also Mercury, it's like, great. It's time for you to release the mess in Venus. Libra is your 11th house of like community. If that has any significance of like adding more people to your community, this leads me to believe, Sagittarius, that like if you're birthing a project, if you wanting to meet a new person, like this is a great time to sort of really set some intentions. And I think the new moon, if you're trying for a baby, this is a very good moon on Sunday, new moon, because I think on new moons is when you ovulate. Go for that kiddo. If it's about like really manifesting like a partner or partnerships or sort of some sort of like nurturing relationship, really good time to like go to the bars, try to meet somebody, go on the apps. So this has been a battle. This is the Aquarius card in your 3rd house of like daily life, your habits, writing projects and stuff like that. And the 5 of Swords is an Aquarius card and it's Venus. It's a Venus-based card. So things have been hard and challenging and like a battle, like a hard-fought battle. But this is trining, this energy is trining, Pluto is trining your 7th house. Uranus is there. So things are going to change for the next 8 to 9 years. I don't know. Like something tells me like this is the opportunity for like new relationships to just come in. And because of the Cancer energy of this 8th house, and because this is a new moon in Gemini and starting new relationships, this really does feel like something very loving and joyous and fun, especially because Jupiter, you are ruled by Jupiter. And so If you're ever going to expand pregnant, like whatever it is, pregnant with an idea, pregnant with a human being, pregnant with something, Sunday is a good day to do it. Today, whenever you're watching this, is a good day. Okay? Because so 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Wait, that's not right. So if it's 30 days, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Oh, that's adorable. You would have a Pisces. If you got pregnant now, you would have a Pisces baby, which is so cute. That's 9 months, I think. Pisces or an Aries. That's adorable. Do that. We need little Pisces in the world. Okay. Yeah. The Ten of Swords reverse is like there's an old identity that's dying off and a new identity is being created. And this is also a Gemini card. So it's pointing directly to your relationships house. So things are changing. Things are about to change. And your thoughts that you can't do something are changing too, because the Ten of Swords is someone who thinks they can't do it. And then you do it and you go, oh, I was wrong. I must change those thoughts. Okay, I've yammered on enough. Okay, let's go to Capricorns. Capricorns, this is in your 6th house of work and health. This new moon is about planting the intentions, of a lack mindset. So, 5 of Pentacles is a Taurus card, which is your joyous house. So, you have this. Here's the thing. See these people, see these folks, they're pretty destitute, right? See if they would just look up and not be mired in their situation. There's help. There's God. I know it's like illegal to say God in Los Angeles, but like spiritual, call it whatever you want to, but like you have so much more help and support that you're just like not paying attention to. You just are so in your own head and your bullish ways. And you're like, no, it must be done this way. And this is like, nope, you're a Gemini house of work and health. It's just like, nope, there's a million different ways to do this. You have to get out of your own way. You have to get out of your own way. Yeah, the Ten of Swords reversed. It's just like there's an old persona that has died, that has been dead. And like, there's this old identity that you're clinging to. And it's filled with delusion. Also, this is a Pisces card, if that means anything too. Pisces is your 3rd house of communication. It's just like it's an illusion. You're living in an illusion. And this new moon is asking you to like wake up to your higher calling, like truly wake up to your higher calling and like invite God, higher power, spirituality, invite something good in, because you are locked in a bad way. You're locked very much in the physical realm, and they're asking you quite literally to like get higher, especially because this is Pluto, and you have the Tower card right behind it of like, things are going to go very poorly if you continue living in the past and not stepping into the calling and your purpose. It might, especially because like you have Uranus here and you're supposed to be embarking on like this new journey, and you're like, see how little baggage this person is walking into the world with? Like, no baggage, no past. This individual has no past. Leave the past behind. It doesn't serve you anymore. It's not who you are anymore. It can't hurt you anymore. It can only hurt you up here. And then by keeping yourself locked into the past, you're missing all the abundance around you. Okay? Come on, Capricorn Risings. I believe in you. I know you can do it. You have a much higher purpose than you're letting on. Okay? Don't give a shit about money. Money is not everything. It's about how you make people feel, especially work how Gemini. It's about new inventive ways of thinking, right? True ingenuity. So step into that because your 10th house is in Libra, and that's about fairness and equality and love and Venus and beauty and femininity and the divine feminine, but it's a masculine sign. It is both. It's the ability to be balanced. It's the ability to open up and be safe and create harmony. 6th house in Gemini, harmony, connection. That is the most important thing, connection. You cannot do connection singularly and bullishly. You have to do it with other people. You have to let people in. I know that is very hard for Capricorn risings, but like I said, I believe in you. Okay, so Aquarius risings. This is happening in your 5th house. That's adorable. And this is the 4 of Cups, which is a card related to Cancer, and it relates to the moon, which is great because we're talking about the moon right now. So this is happening in your 5th house of like pleasure, creative writing, creative projects. It's a pleasure, fun, joy, children, play. And this is the 9 of Wands, which is the Sagittarius card, which is your 11th house. People be messing with you. People, and which is also related to the moon. So this is about you taking care of yourself. Are you having any fun? When I know that you're having a bunch of fun right now watching me, I hope this is at least mildly entertaining. But like, are you having any fun? When was the last time you went to see a movie? Toy Story is coming out soon. Stop That Train is coming out now. Disclosure Day is coming out soon. The Odyssey is coming out. Like, you know, I hear that Obsession is amazing. I hear that Backrooms is very good. Like, when was the last time you went out dancing? When was the last time you went to a parade? And there's some on Sunday, I think. When was the last time you stopped working? Okay. My cat, who's a Virgo, took a break to come over and get something to munch on. He's resting. He takes care of himself. When was the last time you did that, Aquarius risings? See this? Devil reversed? Yeah. So I know that you're all about the people, right? You're all about productivity because Capricorn is your 12th house of things unhidden, right? Unseen. Oh, I see this peeking out. You have a lot of energy that's heading into your chart, and this is your 7th house of relationships. This is also a card of Leo and the sun, which rules the 5th house of pleasure and joy. You need to get out in the sunshine and go play for a little while, okay? You've gotten far too serious. Go out and play. Set some new intentions about how you're going to add play and curiosity and creativity into your week every single week, okay? I know you're not going to play every day, but at least once a week. Mark off an hour or two to just try new things. Magician card. Try new things. Okay? Pisces. This is happening in your 4th house of home and family of origin and family in general. So, I love this for you. King of Pentacles. Okay. This is a card of embodiment. This is a card of like owning your happiness, owning your luxury, owning your abundance, owning everything, right? Like opulence. You own everything. Like, learn it. Understand that you are good. You have utilized the most of this North Node in your 1st house, and you're like, I got it. I know what I'm doing. I put up the necessary boundaries that I've needed in order to get things done. And I know this is hard because you feel like it's funny. You feel like career-wise, there's nobody in your corner. You've had to do it all yourself. And you know what? So the 9 of Wands is a Sagittarius card. That's why I'm saying it. This is the moon. Again, it's related to the moon. So it's like you've had to take care of yourself for a really, really, really long time. And I can tell you that this new moon is a great opportunity to set some intentions about like, what do you want your final act to look like? Or what do you want your next act to look like? Because there's so much energy, right? In your 4th house of home and in your 5th house of like creative projects. That's where everything is leaving. Sorry. Everything is leaving your fifth house of like creative fun and joy and pleasure and projects and children, and is moving into your sixth house of like work and health, and also the 12th house. So like literally the entire universe is changing to like give you the world that you need to be successful in. And this is you basically like set the intention to like plan out what do you want. So this is you on your journey, but you've pivoted. So like, yeah, it's funny. Oh man, you okay. July, yeah. Okay, do you remember what I said about Virgo risings? So I'm going to show you. So I'm going to tell you a story using the tarot deck. So this is you. This is the intention you need to set for the new moon, right? Because you have been on a journey, but the journey has not gone the way that you thought it would, right? And like you're pretty happy. You kind of have all your basic needs met, but like you don't just want one cup. You want all the cups. You want the 10 cups. So you need to step into your Emperor energy, which is your second house of like Aries fire starting energy. And by Leo season, which is the 6 of Wands, which is a Leo card, which is that work and health house. By doing the things and by getting big wins and by getting recognized. Do you see this little person recognizing you in the corner? See how that's you with your wreath on your horse, the fire horse energy, just marching through. Yeah, Pisces risings. Make a plan. Make a plan for what your world looks like. Plant the seed. You're pretty good at planting seeds. Plant the seed. And don't forget to utilize your intuition and ask for exactly what you want. Be specific with an opportunity to see what grows. But it's important to ask that like you're not looking for a 9 of cups, you're looking for a 10 of cups. So be specific and be open to what it is that you need to be the king of your own castle. My voice just cracked right there. What you need to do to be king of your own castle. Also at the same time knowing that like when other people enter your castle, they have opinions too. Yeah. So I love this. I love this for you. Aries risings. Aries risings, you have a lot of shit in this house. You have the moon, you have Chiron, you have Saturn, and you have Neptune. You are really, really, really going through it. This is in your third house of communication and writing and daily life and siblings. And all of this stuff is sextile Uranus in the sun right now. So like, it's like a traffic jam. You also have the 4 of Cups, which is the Cancer card. And the Cancer card for you is the home. So like, I mean, you basically have because you're an Aries rising, all of the astrologies, like what you're looking at right here, like this is you. So first house, second house, third house, fourth house, these are all their rulers. So like right now you're looking at relationships, you're looking at all your expansion, you're looking at, what is home? What does home mean to you? What do you want it to mean? Are you going to have kids? Are you not going to have kids? Like, this is just like basic conversations about like what it is that you're doing, and how you're moving forward with your home life. A lot of change in your home life. What's cool about this is pretty soon all of this is going to go into your pleasure house. And it's going to be sextile, all this new moon energy all the intentions that you're setting right here. And things are changing a lot in this third house of like writing, creative writing, communication, all of this stuff. So what I want to say to you is like, there are some dreams that you left on the back burner, and are there projects, conversations, cups, because cups can be relationships. Are there things that you sort of like left out? Because the 4 of Cups is a moon card. And you have the 6 of Wands again, which we literally just spoke about, which is Jupiter. So like Jupiter is about to leave your 4th house. and go into your Leo house, which is, your house of pleasure, sex, children, which is why I keep thinking children. So like maybe this is a conversation that needs to have, because Gemini is the lover's card. So like, maybe this is something that you're thinking about doing. Maybe you're ready to like expand and start a family and like change your daily life and your daily habits. Yeah, maybe it's time to like start a plan and put that in motion. Two of Wands, the Aries card, which is Mars action. So yeah, if you have your cups in line, your career, your health, and your family, or, and there's one mother cup, whatever that is. Yeah, whatever it is, Aries risings. Yeah, there's like a lot of nightmares about it, but like you're not listening to your intuition. Ask, talk, verbalize it, take action to verbalize it. You can't do anything about it if people don't know. You can't just keep it inside. Okay, and last but certainly not least, me, Taurus risings. This is in our second house of money and resources and self-worth. I thank you all for coming on this journey with me to show you what a signature reading looks like with me. And I know I'm very bad about saying this, but I will say it now. I do offer private readings. If you do want a private reading, I will put a link onto my website at the bottom of the page. It is lightwork.care. It's always at the end of this video. Yeah, this is what I do. Come have a reading with me, and I can do all of this for all of your placements. And we can unlock together anything that you need. So, Taurus risings. Hell yeah. Woo! Wee! The world. That's what I'm talking about. And then we have the Four of Wands reversed. We've talked about this card. You should know it by now, because this Four of Wands is an Aries card, and it's about Venus and relationships, and we are ruled by Venus. So what it's saying is this is time to set like a new foundation of like, I'm not going to personalize it. See this world, see this person in the center of the world. Okay, so this is Leo. That bull is Taurus. That person is that angel is the Aquarius, and that eagle is a Scorpio. See that person in the middle? That's fixed energy. There's nothing blocking fixed energy anymore. Also, the world card is Saturn. And this is about like completion. There's a huge cycle that just completed, which started in 2018 and just ended April 25th. And this is an opportunity to be like, okay, what's next, bud? Like, but also celebrate, like celebrate that you just got through that massive change. Holy shit, was it hard? Oh my God, was it hard? And like, yes, you don't know where your new energetic foundation is yet. You don't know because you just finished a cycle. But like, you can celebrate the end of the cycle, and you should celebrate it. You have the King of Wands in the contrary underneath. It's just like, you don't have, like, look, celebrate being done with that part. Have it be like a little internal celebration, and just be like, okay, I'm good. I'm set. Everything feels stable, because no matter, like, look, the world is filled with instability. Aries is our 12th house, which means like anything goes. And the world is just filled with like chaos. And we are unfazed by that chaos now. We're earth. We are fixed earth. At home, we are fixed fire, right? In our relationships, we are fixed water. And in our 10th house of public facing life, we are fixed air. We think clearly, right? We create a beautiful home. We are stable, reliable people who can be depended on. And in our relationships, we are a source of strength and comfort and creativity and joy and really good sex. It's true. I didn't make up the astrology. Like a seventh house in Scorpio was like, you know how to put it down. And as a Taurus rising, we know how to hold people up. So like, good. Congratulations on realizing that you are fucking everything. You are the world. Nothing can phase you. Nothing can take you down from this point forward because you've fucking been through it. Gemini risings, you're on the list right now, okay? But it's going to be a lot easier for you because you're a mutable sign. Fucking Taurus risings, we just had a earthquake since 2018 for fucking 8 years. Our entire lives shook apart. So we're done. Okay? Right now, we're learning to stabilize the inner fire, right? The home, the inner fire at home that lives within inside us right here. That's all you need to do, babe. Fucking chill and celebrate the fact that you know exactly who the fuck you are. You know exactly what the fuck you want to do. And there ain't nothing that can stop you but you. So, you have the Ace of Pentacles in the contrary, and you have the Six of Swords reversed, which is an Aquarius card, which is all you got to do is change your mindset. We are not stuck. We are not lost. We are not broken. We are not never going to get the money. It's coming. It's a mindset shift. Our mindset shift. Okay? Our mindset shift. The next 8 years are going to be about us shifting our mindset to one of someone who fucking wins. Because of course we do. We're unstoppable. So we'll always figure it out. We'll always find the right connection that we need in order to be able to grow and to expand. Because for the next 8 years, we're going to change in this sector. We've lived in the mire of like, we can just withstand things. Well, now we're going to get a lot more flexible, especially when it comes to how we make money and how we care for ourselves and what we think about our public facing life and our careers. That's it. 3 of Pentacles is a Capricorn card. That's your 9th house of like travel, publishing, higher learning, higher purpose. And it's a card of creation, right? It's the Mars card. It's taking action. So like the outside world is calling and it wants us because we've been through it and we are a calming force in other people's lives. All we have to do is tell our story and meet our purpose and we're good. So we've come to the time where we're going to do collective tarot now, which is just, I'll keep, you know what I'll do? I'll put the deacons up so that you can see the deacons and you can see which part. Yeah. So for our collective tarot for this new moon in Gemini, some piece of advice, and there's 2. So the 9 of Wands, you should have memorized this card by now. This is your energy and the moon card. It is a Sagittarius card. And your intention for this new moon is to protect your peace and your energy so that you can march forward and plant seeds for things that are very, very lasting. Blue sky, yellow sunshine. Remember how I said the sun will come out? It will. That's the Gemini card again. The 8 of Swords. It's the Jupiter card. The sun is coming out. Everything is tumbling, but it's getting better. The war is over. The worst is over. The illusions are over. We're fine. Okay? March toward the life you want. Plant your seed of intention, and you're good. Change the message in your head. Change the message in your heart. Change the world around you. Okay. Thank you. Thank you for this beautiful opportunity to show you what I do and how I do it. I hope you enjoyed this collective tarot. As I said, you can get readings at any time from me. I will put my link in the bio below. Yeah, that's it. I'll see you in 2 weeks for the full moon. What is it going to be in? Not Sagittarius. The next one, Capricorn. Is that right? I think so. I'll check my math on that. Talk to you later.